There is no more picturesque stadium in all of sports than the Rose Bowl. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the UCLA Bruins. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Checking in with the Michigan head coach pregame. This running back has been unstoppable this season. He is ranked top 5 in the country in rushing yards, and people are starting to mention his name in the Heisman talk. He is really devastating at the line of scrimmage, showing patience running behind blocks, and coach said he belongs in this conversation as long as he keeps his head down and continues to do his job. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Michigan's offense who will have the football first. And here comes the guy that is a surgeon in this attack. This quarterback, one of the best in the country, but boy, does he face a stiff challenge with a stingy unit on the other side. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They believe they can run right here. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Got 8 on first down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. Off the play fake. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away. Incomplete.
Good play call offensively, and that's the right place to go with the football if you're the quarterback, but just a better job by the defender knocking that ball down.
To the ground to try to move the chains. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Wolverines line up to punt it away. Now on the return. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So the UCLA Bruins offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And here comes the junior running back. He is a steady, reliable, consistent force in this attack.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level. They can run through tackles, catch the ball.
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving. You give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Tosses it incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over from the moment the ball left his hand.
how many ways can I make you think, right? First drive, out the gates, getting it to my playmaker, going full speed across the formation with a touch pass. You better be able to adjust to it. Then when you adjust to it, I'm going to have an adjustment to your adjustment because I'm always right. I'm an offensive guy.
He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Bruins have their offense in high gear. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. The run inside. It's Hampton. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. And the Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll throw it from the red zone. Under fire. Took a shot as he threw.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away. But you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Oh, he drops it right down the middle of the field, and he couldn't make the play.
And this has been a really good first drive, man. You talk about scripting the first however many plays. It's different for all the coordinators. Nice drive down the field. Now set up in a third down situation. Let's stay aggressive. Let's capitalize on this momentum and not try to kick these field goals, because, you know, kicking field goals sometimes down the road can come back to bite you.
Touchdown, UCLA! What a catch in the end zone for 6. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game.
Nice job by the...
And it's blocked. Picks it up. That's a live ball. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He'll try to do it himself. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And he was under so much duress on that play. You saw him scrambling, trying to buy time, doing everything he can to keep the play alive, but the defense just kept coming in waves, and he got a little bit downfield before they finally knocked it out and jumped on that fumble.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Clark. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The Bruins come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Using his legs, it's Hampton. There's a crease. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
And the Bruins line it up with a 1st and goal. From the red zone, it's Hampton. Spins away. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Bruins! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Makes a move. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. We expected points. We've gotten some early, up 13-7 as they go back on the attack. Looking downfield on first down. He lost one down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Ginn.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hampton. Might have a chance. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. The Bruins will have it first and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. This time stopped in the backfield and finding the sledding a little tougher than on that last run.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
Under fire. Trying to escape and get it himself. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Got his man. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
They only need about the length of the football to convert on second down. Right back to the well. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas.
Maybe a crease. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown Wolverines. Once he got some room, it was over. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake. but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Off play action on first down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. They got to him in a heartbeat. Man, was he back there quickly.
And you can see the linebackers up near the line of scrimmage. Which one's coming? He comes flying through with great speed. The offense had no clue how to get him blocked, and he gets the big sack.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. After 1 quarter of play, let's take a look and see how these running backs are doing. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. And the Bruins are flying down the field. Running inside, it's Hampton. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Bruins can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Pulls it in, it's Davis. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. And the Bruins, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. The run from the shotgun.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Clark. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football, and now you're rewarded with third and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
Now they'll run it to the right here. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Bruins will try to pick it up on fourth down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. He's not going anywhere, nowhere to run, and they stop him for nothing on 4th and 2.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Here's a little room there. Guys, he's up to 103 yards on the ground, and he just continues to turn in productive performance after productive performance. That's how you lead the nation in rushing. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
And that one's incomplete. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. He wants to change this route. Looking to pass. It's Daniel. All by himself. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chains.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Turning it on. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Michigan. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
Coming out with it, it's Allison. He gets a block. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
A 3-yard gain there. It'll be 3rd and 7.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
And the Bruins will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Now he fields it in his own end zone. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
And these 3rd downs obviously are so crucial, and that's why you call them the money down. But just to get the drive started, man, you get the 3rd down, you get a little bit nervous. Nice job executing, running the football, moving the sticks, and now keeping this drive moving.
At the punt, and he's got room. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. And the Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll run it to the right. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Might as well stick with him. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Dropping back, it's Daniel. Finds his tight end. Wide open spaces. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers.
And it's so fun to have that trump card, right? Like, it's almost like playing a video game with this guy. When you got a big tight end that can make plays, that gets open, that feels those soft spots in the zones.
Touchdown, Wolverines! And they take it in for 6 more points. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Bruins will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Here's the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Let's see how aggressive they are in trying to get points on the board before halftime. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Across the 45. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Daniel. Turns it loose. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Man, teams that play cover 1 at an elite level have an elite guy in the middle of the field that he's playing zone, everybody else playing man, and he can cover so much ground. You watch him run.
Makes the catch, and he's free. After the filthy move, he's got room. Touchdown, Bruins. Into the end zone with the breakaway score.
Man, textbook how you end a first half. You're trailing. You need to put a drive together. Great job using all of the clock, getting the TD, and you want to talk about creating some momentum going into the half and knowing I get the football, so everything trending in the right direction.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage, and we'll see if they're content to run out the clock here in the first half. Trying to impose their will with the run. Picks up the first down. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. As we start the second half, what do you have for us, Holly?
Coach Cardi told me at halftime, they have found a lot of positive momentum here during this winning streak, but it is in jeopardy right now. He said this is the moment we have to come out and assert ourselves and be dominant to start the 3rd quarter, gain some momentum here, and change the course of this game. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on 1st down. It's complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Defense dropping into soft coverage. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the right. makes a connection. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. Grab behind the line. It's Davis. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Bruins peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Bruins will try to put one on the board on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA! And that one will give them the lead. Up by one, they'll try to get the deuce and make it a field goal edge. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Here's a heat. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Looking for a man, it's Daniel. It's complete to the left. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
They've got the ball in midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take the deep shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it. It's a turnover.
It's okay to stretch the ball out and fumble the football. It's on 4th down and short. It's on 4th down and goal. You have to lay out and you have to reach that football. You can tell he was trying to maybe reach that football, coughed it up. Defense forces the fumble, gets the stop on 4th down.
stop just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Defense in press coverage. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Breaks into the open. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one.
And how about this quarterback, man? He's showing you a little bit of everything. He's had a great day throwing the football, spinning it around, scoring touchdowns, and now shows you he can pick them up and put them down, scrambling for the first down. He's had a day where he's really showing you he can do all things on the football field.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins. The short hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
So here comes the Michigan offense. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, Dave."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. The run to the right. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll go to the ground. He showed off the stiff arm, but apparently he needed a couple more. A lot of defenders around to stop him. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. To the air, it's Daniel. Finds his man open. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. The Wolverines are rolling down the field. To the air on first down. Pressure coming. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to, and that's what I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him, because they're locked in on that star out wide.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Takes a hit as he fires. He finds a soft spot in the middle. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on 2nd. Trying to make magic with his feet. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Looking downfield, it's Daniel using the quick game. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
That is so deflating on defense, too, because in your own red zone, third down, you need to make a stop. You know they're going to throw to the weapon at tight end, but it's one thing to draw it up on the blackboard. It's another.
He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Michigan. Big Blue with the answer. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
He barges his way into the end zone for the 2, and we are locked up here in the 4th. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. The offense starts in the shadow of its own end zone. On the run, it's Allison. Found a little space. He'll pick up 6 of the 14 as they have room to operate.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chance, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Brought down at the 20. It's a first down as this offense tries to get something going from deep in its own territory. The Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Allison.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clobbered.
The play action fake. Finds his big tight end. That had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first?
We hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the right. He's got it. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got him. He's loose down the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. A pair of one-loss teams, and they know that that second L can put them in harm's way as we battle here in the final minutes. Running the red zone, it's Allison. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Each of these teams has stumbled just one time and now trying to fight to the finish and avoid taking that second loss. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williamson. Snowed under by the defense.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
Touchdown, Bruins! And they've moved out front here in the fourth. The Bruins fight back with a score of their own.
And how about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3 is coming soon.
On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Road.
Guys, here on the Michigan sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I can see them talking to each other before they take the field for...
Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. And the Wolverines racing to the line in a hurry-up. The Wolverines building their entire attack around this guy. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, UCLA! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Let's go down to the sideline in Holly Road.
Guys, here on the Michigan sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
Alan, thank you. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. To the air, it's Daniel. Throws for the tight end. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Could be an alley. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1. I think it's fair to say he didn't exactly have blazing speed on that one, but efficiently maneuvers his way into the end zone.
He had enough speed, Reese, to get into the end zone. That's what he had. That's all you need. You don't have to have the fastest 40 time in the world. Can you get in the end zone? Yes, he can.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play. He lets it fly. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Makes the grab.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Working the middle. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. He wants to throw it again. Makes the grab on the left. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
They're dealing with a second and long. Dropping back, it's Daniel. Pocket breaking down. This time it's complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Finds the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
But man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Boy, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use the timeout. It's their second. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Give to the running back. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. Michigan choosing to spend its final timeout here. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback will keep it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And the Bruins will send out the punt unit. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point,
he lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Gain of 16. First down for the offense.